looking at their
They took the
wording, I'm
total,
really not sure what they mean. Total savings and bag revenue. And for $2 large bags, $1 small bags, it was $238,000. For $1 large bags and 50-cent small bags, it was $125,000.
what they did is they took, I think, 2,600 residents,
Right.
and they
Households.
divided that into the total tonnage, and they said that's how many bags people would need, and divided by the residents.
And then they reduced it by what they thought their solid waste disposal
Right.
would go down.
Which is scary.
Which we're not, but we're not anticipating that either, because if our
40%.
recycling rate does go down,
Right.
then, we'll see
And
some
the tonnage
savings.
goes down, be savings with that.
We'll see savings with that. And that's why an annual review would be really nice, and
Yeah.
kind of be an incentive, I would think, for folks to get on board with the program. And, that would really make neighbors notice.
Yeah.
How come I'm recycling half my trash and that person isn't?
Well, I only have 3 scenarios. There was another one that I didn't understand at all, so I didn't even write it down.
Oh, don't worry. I have only 3 scenarios also.
The 3 scenarios that I have is one, God forbid, with the trash, and the net resulted would cost the town $86,000 more than they're paying now.
And it
And-
would really tick off the transfer people.
Yes. It would cost the town more money. The people would be paying pretty much what they're paying now. The second scenario is keep everything the same, charge everybody $96 more a year. The third scenario, which would get my vote, if that's all the scenarios were, would be keep everything the same, reduce the transfer station to $50 a year, $1 a bag would be $96, and they would pay 100 and something more, 100 and, what did I say?
146.
$146 a year instead of 100. And the island rubbish people would pay $50 less than they're paying now, $238. The town would subsidize 50, plus the 96 for the bags would be 306. They would be paying. So they're essentially paying only $20 more a year. Because they're paying $288 now, and they would be paying $306. Did I add that right?
Wait, that can't be right.
No.
Everybody's
Everybody's
increase is
paying
like $50.
$238.
That can't be
I had
right.
238.
So they're paying $238. The town would subsidize 50. I think it's 60.
No, they're paying $238 after the subsidy.
After the subsidies. And
And then add
96.
bag costs.
Okay, I had
$96.
65, not 96. I transposed and I do that. So that's, well, 10, 13. So they'd be 336. That sounds better. That sounds better. And the town revenue the town would net almost $90,000 more than they're doing today. No, wait a minute, that's not right. That's not right. We'd have to subtract the $50 reduced fee for the transfer station from that. The transfer station would be paying, the town, what is,
What's the number you used for, the cost of the,
say again?
what number are you using? Because in one of those numbers, we had taken out 75,000 for the transfer station.
No, what I'm
But we're
saying
not
is,
using that number.
under the scenario 3, the town revenue from the bags would be $214,000, but
Okay.
they would have to subsidize the island rubbish people by
Okay, so you just
$125.
take it. Okay.
And that would net almost $90,000, but what we forgot in that number is the money they're getting from the transfer station now is $100 per person that uses it, and that would be cut in half. So that 90 would be reduced by whatever that 65 or 35% of 2,600. A calculator, let's make it easier.
No, wouldn't we be deducting that twice if we do that?
Say again?
Wouldn't we be deducting that $50 twice if we do it again?
No, I deducted 125 from the subsidy to the island rubbish people. Actually, that 100, it would be 50 times 2,600. 50, they'd be subsidizing both the transfer station and, so,
Right.
okay, let me do it, 50 times
Majors, yeah.
2,600. Oh, I know you did. You did it in your head?
130,000.
130?
Oh, look at Cheryl.
130,000, so. So it would be $84,000. The town would still be plus $84,000, which is not bad. Does that sound right?
No, it doesn't sound right.
I can bring the calculator.
What were the, what was the revenue from the bags? 214, you said?
Yes.
214,000?
Yep.
And,
It's 130 is right. You were right. You had a calculator, that's why. I was about ready to give you credit for doing it in your head.
84 is right.
Pardon me?
84,000 is right.
84.
Mhm.
So the town would be up 84, which is not bad, which is more than the cost, with almost the cost of the transfer station. So they'd be essentially getting, the subsidy would be paying for the transfer station.
Right.
Very close.
So shall we reduce the fees further?
I think that's reasonable, because
Yeah.
then you're not gonna have that, that thing hanging over people's heads, you know? You're not gonna have something, some repercussion for not recycling, because if everything kind of, if no one, it's not gonna be an expense to anyone. You're not gonna think about those bags, we'll just really less them the same amount, when they might not be so.
It's still gonna be a stretch. Remember my scenario, the utopian scenario where if you recycle, you can save, it will cost you less than you're paying today. You can never get there. In any one of those cases, you can't save $96.
Maybe not this year, but maybe if our recycling goes way up,
It could happen.
we could, you know,
And that's
there would be
assuming that everyone's
evidence.
gonna use, each person is gonna use 8 bags a month.
Yeah, and
You're not.
the people that are using a whole lot more are gonna, like Mr. Howie, is really gonna have a problem with this. And the people.
But that's temporary for him.
But
Well,
then,
he says
you know
his wife
what?
wants another
Then
baby.
he can decide to maybe hire a diaper service or do something else. And it might be cost effective to do that if you're gonna
Well, we
be
can't
paying for
solve
the
each
trash.
individual.
At times, everyone's trash, well, I shouldn't say that, that's not true. But your trash can increase at certain periods of time. Like if you had a big party at your house, you
Right.
might have 6 bags out the
That's right.
door, you know.
Or for a vacation. you
On
won't have any.
vacation, you won't have any. Oh, true. It's gonna be reduced. Kids move away from home, it'll be good. Things will be less.
Well, okay, so we have 3 scenarios. Why don't I polish up, I'll polish them
Or
up.
there's
and-
the do nothing scenario.
Pardon me?
The do nothing scenario.
Oh, well, the 4th scenario is do nothing.
Nothing changes and everything stays the same and.
we were saying when we first came in that education won't do the whole thing.
I don't think what else could we do for education? We could have the town meeting, we could have the tour of the place, all the ideas that we thought of. And I don't think it's